What's up, guys? Let me do this video real quick. This video, I got asked a question the other day about traditional martial arts, karate, taekwondo, and Muay Thai, and basically why so many people don't believe in karate, don't believe in taekwondo, and don't believe in these techniques. And I think it's kind of sad, I'll be honest with you, because after I've been doing all this for years, I've been doing martial arts for years now. After all this time, I'll be honest with you, karate and taekwondo has some phenomenal techniques that I feel like a lot of mainstream mixed martial arts just doesn't use and doesn't believe is effective when it's extremely effective. I've been to Thailand 5 times. I've been to Holland to train with the Dutch kickboxers. I'm a black belt in Olympic point style karate, and I did taekwondo for about 9 or 10 years now. So the thing is I feel like here in America, a lot of people just don't really believe in traditional martial arts, and it's kind of a bad thing as far as the reasons why. Honestly, I believe a lot of it is because of McDojos. McDojos really have made traditional martial arts, image very bad. It's a lot of people that promote kids that shouldn't be getting promoted to black belts, and it's also a lot of the people that do these traditional martial arts just aren't the tough kids. And that sounds bad, but I mean, when you have a rich kid that's kind of soft and not tough, not a street kid, never been in fights, doesn't know how to deal with, brutality of fighting, they're not going to do good no matter what martial art they do. It's not the martial art. It's always it's the individual, not the arts. And I think what happens is you see a lot of these softer kids basically doing karate, doing taekwondo. So the art gets shit upon and looked down upon, right? But when you teach these tough street kids that go to boxing, that do a lot of boxing, that maybe go to Muay Thai gyms or come to MMA gyms where they're learning more Muay Thai base, these techniques shine. Like I have a kid, my superstar student, Deshaun Gray, is killing it right now. I mean, he just won a fight a few months ago with he hit the guy with a front kick to the face, touchdown, side kicked him, and then hit him with a 360. And then knocked him out with an uppercut. This is all true, and all he does is do taekwondo paddles 2 days a week. He does a lot of taekwondo paddles, and of course, he comes from a boxing background. His dad was a boxing teammate of mine, right? But still, it's still traditional martial arts. It's traditional martial arts techniques that a lot of people shit on because they don't understand how good these techniques really are, because there's not a lot of examples anymore besides like, a lot of the examples that there are guys like Wonder Boy that have been training their whole life. So it's hard to ever think you're going to reach that level of technique in point style karate, watching Raymond Daniels or Wonder Boy or MVP, because they have been doing it their entire life. But when you take some of these tough kids that are athletes and stuff, they can learn these techniques and make them work and shine phenomenally well. I think a lot of people, that do Muay Thai, shit on karate like it's not great. And obviously I love Muay Thai. I've been to Thailand 5 times, but there's plenty of karate techniques that are better than some of the Muay Thai techniques. Just like there's plenty of Muay Thai techniques that are better than karate techniques. This whole everybody being a purist towards their own sport is just naive if you're talking about mixed martial arts and mixing everything together. It's always the individual, never the athletes. I think a lot of people in America kind of went away from traditional martial arts, like I said, because of the McDojo. Also, I think, back in the 80s when that fight with Rick Rufus happened, when Rick Rufus fought the guy, the Thai guy, and was basically winning the whole fight. I mean, just beating the guy easily, and didn't know how to deal with leg kicks and got stopped with leg kicks. So everybody else, a lot of the American fighters coming up kind of bought into the Muay Thai philosophy, acting like karate and traditional martial arts aren't very good, when really it was just that leg kick that won them the fight. If he knew how to deal with that leg kick at that time, which he later on did, obviously become, even more of a great fighter than he was. I'm talking about Rick Rufus. But had he learned how to deal with that and knew how to deal with that leg kick at the time, that result would have been completely different. It's just there's a lot of arts. Like I have students right now. I have a girls fighter that's a Kyokushin black belt. She's a Kyokushin karate black belt from Iran, and she's amazing. And she has one of the best sidekicks around. And these Muay Thai people don't even have any clue. She did 2 or 3 Muay Thai fights this year, won them all pretty easily, and they have no clue how to deal with sidekicks and karate blitzes. It's always the individual, never the art, guys. So don't get stuck in one track mindset of being a purist. Oh, Muay Thai is better than karate. Karate is better than taekwondo. It's always the individual, not the art, guys. You could I mean, there's people out there I could train every day, 3 hours a day in a private lesson, and they just don't have what it takes to be a fighter. I mean, and that sounds bad, but it's what it is. You know, you can't turn, in the words of Brock Lesnar from The Ultimate Fighter, you can't turn chicken shit into chicken salad. So it's always the individual, never the art. But I wish more guys would give these traditional martial arts techniques a try, because they are phenomenal techniques. And don't let anyone convince you that they don't work. Lead leg side kicks, spinning back kicks, spinning hook kicks, front snap kicks, doubles, 360s. I mean, these are legit world-class techniques, and the right athlete can always make these work, and the right fighter with the right mindset. And of course, you have to know how to deal with boxing. Boxing is king if we're talking about MMA because of little gloves. Of course, you have to know how to deal with the clinch. You have to know how to deal with leg kicks. I'm not saying don't train those things. I'm saying I think that it's kind of crazy that everybody trains boxing and Muay Thai, but they refuse to train karate or taekwondo. Like, those aren't just as legit, because they are. It's always the individual, never the art, guys. I promise you. So just, a little advice. I think, more people should try more traditional martial arts and learn real stuff. Obviously, if you've been training a while and you're experienced, you should be able to tell the difference between a McDojo and in a real gym that teaches real technique, even if it's a sport you don't even know, like karate. Like, I went through a couple of karate instructors. I really wanted to learn how to do the karate blitz when I was in the UFC. And I wanted to learn how to use it very well, and I went through a couple and learned how to do side kicks, and I found a really good taekwondo coach, phenomenal taekwondo coach, my coach Simon. He was on the Army taekwondo team, fought taekwondo in the military full time, lived in Korea for 6 months, and these techniques are just phenomenal. And then the same thing, I went through a couple karate coaches. I went through a couple, they were decent but didn't teach anything that I wanted to add to my game or that I didn't already have. So I finally found my coach, Sensei Adrian Galvan. He's Olympic point style karate. To me, so far, that has been the best style that translates as well to full contact. To full contact as much, maybe Kyokushin as well, but some arts are better than others. Some karate arts are better than other karate arts as far as pertaining to full contact and mixing it in with mixed martial arts. And this point style is in and out. I think this is a very good style. That's the same style Raymond Daniels uses, same style Wonder Boy uses, MVP, Horiguchi, these guys that are in and out and just, don't stand in front of people like that. So give traditional martial arts a try, guys. I promise you these techniques are phenomenal, and don't let anyone convince you they're not, because they're a Muay Thai purist or a kickboxing or a boxing purist. It's mixed martial arts, guys. So give yourself a mixture and try multiple things, and you might find 1 or 2 techniques that you really love that you could add to your game. All right, guys, if you're looking for a gym and you're new to martial arts, get my book. The link is in the description below, The Ultimate Guide to Choosing Your Martial Arts School and Instructor. And then hopefully you won't find a McDojo. You'll find a real gym, because there is McDojos. Guys, in my opinion, there's McDojos and everything. And jiu-jitsu gyms have McDojos. There's wrestling schools that have McDojos. There's just better technique out there somewhere. So you want to make sure, if your goal is to be a fighter, to look for good technique, give a few different, maybe try a couple, 2 or 3 different gyms out, and really observe what they're teaching and check it out. But yeah, let me know if anything else y'all want to go over, you want me to talk about in upcoming videos. The book, The Ultimate Guide to Choosing Martial Arts School Instructor, link is in the description below. Thank you, guys.